Oh, cheers. Oh, cheers. Cheers.
Yo, yo. Cheers. I'd like to start off the press conference by mentioning that Allie did not make a hitting error.
It's incorrect. I did not make an error.
You know, it's it took us a little bit to, I think, the speed of their attack kind of we knew was going to be kind of a handful when they're passing, when they keep the ball in the pocket. They're running the zero tempo quick, and middle, I think, hit 1,000 on the first set against us, and it just, their speed was beating us at the net, and then I could see we were adjusting that as the match was going on. I thought at the beginning of the second set they were playing harder than what we were, so there was an element of how hard they were playing, but also the speed of their attack. And then second half of the second set, I thought we got into a pretty big hole, and you got a choice of how you're going to respond to that. And I thought we started playing harder. We started getting a little bit more touches on the block. And then in the third set, we're just fighting and scrapping. We're covering our attackers, and we're digging with range, and some of those touches that were happening in the second set were leading to stuffs in the third set. And so, it's I was proud of how we stayed with it and with each other and grew as the match went on. That's kind of the idea of this. Every team presents some different challenges. Their speed and how hard they played what was a big part of who that team is. And we dug in there and just kept getting better and better as the match was going on.
For Carter and Alicia, the hole you dug in that second set versus coming out of that hole, what do you take away from both experiences?
I think the conversation when we were sort of climbing our way back up was just next ball and next ball. I think we needed to do a better job of having that next ball mentality. If something went wrong, they were defending really hard. Shots that in our minds maybe we thought should have gone down were getting up. So it was just that staying in it and, battling mentality that we had to get back to. And once we got there, we sort of took off.
Yeah, I think making sure that we were just coming back, fighting, coming back ready. I think when we called a timeout, we were like, all right, we got to play our game. And I think that that's something that when we were digging the hole, we weren't playing our game. And then I think it shows the response from this team to dig ourselves back out of that hole and then come back and win.
For either of you guys, was there kind of a singular point where it felt like, was it that timeout? Was it kind of out of that where things kind of finally seemed to click with you guys? And it seemed like you guys were playing kind of more loose kind of in that second half of that second set too.
I don't know if there was this a specific point in time where it was like, okay, now let's play well. I think it was one of them went our way and then the next one went our way and then started to get our confidence back a little bit and just started to play our game and, just progress from there. I think we really tried to emphasize getting better with each play and with each point.
I think when Madison Quest went on her run serving too, I think that was a big game changer for the team and I think really just fired everyone up.
For the players, what was the conversation like between the second and third sets, just to kind of stay in that feeling and keep the momentum alive after crawling back out and then being able to start the third set the way you did?
I think, so we're a team of very competitive people, and so Kelly knows how to push our buttons. He came in and he said they're outplaying you. And that's all we needed to hear, because they were. And, that's never going to be acceptable to any of us. So it was that sort of come on now, you've got a show to put on and you've got a job to do. Go out there and do it. I don't think we were executing to the best of our abilities before that point. And still could have been improvements. Wasn't perfect, but we turned it on a lot more.
Yeah, I'm just gonna retweet that.
Kelly, Allie mentioned Madison contribution. She served out that second set and then got serving to get you the lead in the third set too. Her contribution and as you shuffled your lineup at that point.
Yeah, she came in and did her job, and that's this is a team. This is a team that not everybody is going to be on top of their game every night, and we have a lot of confidence in whoever does come in that they're going to be prepared and give us a lift. I thought she did, and I thought Anaya Warren did the same thing. I loved how these two they kind of played. It's we had a tough time. The last match of scoring, and I think it was obviously an emphasis to come out and get these guys the ball. They were working hard. I mean, first set, I said we weren't playing hard, but I mean, both teams are hitting over 400, right? I mean, that's a and deciding out at a very, very high level. We just had a really tough time slowing them down, and they had a tough time slowing us down. And then it was kind of a tale of two halves in the second set, and then we just kind of turned it on there in the third set.
Kelly, how do you sum up the impact that Grace had? It seems like she had some pretty big contributions in kind of a couple different facets of this match.
Grace Egan, that was a world-class serve that you guys saw tonight. I mean, the fact that she was, a couple of things were amazing to me. Number one is she had that at 100% in, and which is really hard to do. And in some of those serves, how the heck they were able to handle even a handful of them was remarkable. But I mean, the last couple matches, you've seen a server that's gone back air with a whole lot of confidence, and when you've got a jump server with an arm like her, feeling it, it's I mean, it can string of points can happen in a hurry, and we were certainly able to get a string of points off of her serve. But we got quite a few people that are able to get a run of serves, But man, it's fun to watch when she lights it up.
Hi, Coach. There was that neat sequence at the end of the second set where Mimi called for that challenge and no hesitation, you trusted her. Just what does that say about her and your challenge process?
I mean, they're the ones that are out there, right? It's, and one of the things that you learn over the course of the year is who to trust and who's just begging. And but these guys have been right way more than they've been wrong here, and so, but they've got the best. Nobody's got a better view of what's happening than those guys out there on the court, and they usually know.
We're 100% for challenges right now.
Thanks.
Are we really?
Yeah, we're 100% for challenges right now.
There's
We
your
have the last
article.
one out, thank you.
Wait.